there's hope, but you gotta catch it early though. Without a health screening, you won't even know. Get tested, pay attention to the signs. Talk to your doctor and check your behind. What's coming in and what's coming out. Healthy eating is always the best route. I suggest you talk to your family, your inner circle, and screaming and proactive, and it won't hurt you. We all want to live our lives the best we could be. Go check your colon. Peace, I'm Chuck D. Save lives, and peep the deeper meaning. Stand up to cancer and get a screening. Save lives, take control of your health. Get knowledge for yourself, and it's the real wealth. Save lives, and peep the deeper meaning. Stand up to cancer and get a screening. Save lives, I'ma tell you the deal. Colon cancer is real.
Standuptocancer.org/colon-cancer.
Hey, Pick TV Network fans around the world, I want to welcome you to this broadcast today, folks in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Peru, Paris, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa, United Kingdom, Australia, Belgium, United States. We're here today. Pick TV Network special tributes to Father, and I want to say hello to my brother, who I love so much, who helped me to start this network 4 years ago from ground zero. He's on with me again, the honors from Pops today. What's up, Dwayne?
Man, what's happening, man? How's everything going?
Man, we're good, man. Love you, man. Thank you for answering the bell like you always do, man.
Hey, man, when the good bishop called, somebody got to answer, man.
No, man, look. Let's get right into this interview today, man, and chop it up for amazing fathers, celebrating fathers of Father's Day week. Dwayne, I've been talking to a lot of people this week about interviews, and a lot of people, they don't celebrate Father's Day. A lot of people feel bitter, man. Dad wasn't in their life. They feel that they're empty. They don't even want me to. They didn't even want to say nothing, man. And I was like, amazed at how many people are hurting because of dad wasn't in their life. That's not me and your story, but Dwayne, what do you think about when you see people like that, man, who hurting because dad wasn't there?
I see people who have been in an environment where Satan been trying to destroy for so many years. I mean, he's after the family. He's been after the family. And I think we as the body of Christ, we need to exalt family even more, because it should be an honor and a privilege to be called a father, number one.
There you go.
It's amazing to me, because even when Jesus was teaching his disciples how to pray, the first thing he said to them, he said, when you pray, say, Our Father. And it's wild, because when you look at the Bible and you look at the very beginning, it was all about family. It was Father God and his children. Mm-hmm. And the devil knows, if I can separate you from the Father, I can begin to destroy your life. And how many people's lives have been destroyed? How many families have been destroyed because Satan has separated the father from the children?
Yeah. So what I hear you saying, Dwayne, is, and folks who are watching us, this is not script. We're just talking as we do as brothers, and from the experience that we had. But I hear you seek the Father, the Heavenly Father first. Make him the love of your life before even your natural father. If I'm hearing you right, Dwayne.
Yeah, and I'm saying our relationship, like with our Heavenly Father, now that gives us a picture of how our relationship is with our natural father. And what the devil wants to do, he wants to separate the natural father from their natural children, because when you separate the father from the children, something dies. Just like when Adam was separated from God, something
Right.
died. So the same thing in the natural arena, and the devil is fighting men. And I think we got to wake up as men and now take on this title of father.
Wow.
This, like I said, it's an honor and a privilege to be called father. You know, because watch this, Pastor Dave. Father means the source. Father
Wow.
means provider. Father means I'm the responsible one. I mean, it's really a title of honor, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's, to me, father is the foundation of the family. And if the foundation is not right, then the building won't be right.
Mm-hmm.
And can you imagine how many young boys, how many older men even today, they are suffering, they are struggling because they never had a father figure in their life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you uh decided by the Spirit of God to be able to bring guys on to talk about the father, man. This is an honor and a privilege, man.
Yeah. You know, when I hear you speak, Dwayne, and people watching us from all over the world, man, it's a sensitive time with mental health issues going on, people going through. But what you're saying makes a lot of sense, man. You know, it's the enemy's job to separate us. And even when you talked about love has its boundaries, can you talk about that for a minute before we go into the next phase of this? Because when you sit down eating at dinner that time and Mama Stella's, you hit me like a ton of bricks, man. I said, how can you say that, Dwayne? How can you say that, Doc? You said love has its boundaries. Talk about that for a minute, Dwayne.
Yeah, love has boundaries. If love didn't have boundaries, love would allow us to do anything that we could do anything that we want to do and still love under the name of love. But when you look at it, the Bible talks about, just think about marriage. Just think about. No, well, let's look at it like this. The Bible said, "Love your enemies." He don't say nothing after that. And then when it comes to Christians, he say, love one another as I have loved you. Why didn't he tell us to love our enemies as he has loved us?
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows there's a boundary when you're loving your enemies. And if you cross that boundary line and try to treat your enemy and love him like you love your brother, you're going to put yourself in a place where you could be destroyed.
Yeah.
and it's like he got rules for when you're loving one another. He said, if your brother trespass against you, go tell him his fault. And if he repents, forgive him. Well, you can't take that over there to your enemy. If your enemy does something against you, go him and tell. He gonna tell you, man, get your Bible, get you, and you better get your Jesus out of my face. Because he don't, the guidelines are different. But then when you get married, he says, husband, love your wife like Christ loved the church. I mean,
Yes.
you could just see the boundaries all in this. And so many Christians cross boundaries and they don't
Wow.
even know they cross boundaries in the name of love because nobody ever told them that
Wow.
love have boundaries. Like what I said, the Bible said the ones whom he loved, he corrects. Why do you
Yeah.
correct somebody if it didn't have boundary? They must have crossed the boundary in order for you to correct them.
Wow. That's deep right there, man. And speaking about that, we're gonna go into some more about amazing dads and put up a picture of my dad and your dad. We're gonna talk about the impact in our lives. But before we get to that, Dwayne, you have a book on leadership. And if you ever needed leadership before, Doc, we need it. Especially who's coming in that trying to get in this house next to what I'm talking about by the end of this year in the White House. It's amazing, man. The Bible says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, and the wicked in authority, the people mourn. Righteousness exalts a nation, sin is a reproach to any people. just for about 2 minutes, can you talk about the power of leadership and why we need the right leaders, not dictators, but what your book is about, Doc?
Yeah, it's the four S's of a committed leader. You see right, you submit right, you serve right, and then you sow right. You know,
Wow.
if everybody is a leader, people think
Wow.
just because you got a title that you are a leader. No, you are a leader. If you are a born again child of the Almighty God, God has created you to be the leader wherever He has planted you, whatever He has gifted you in. You a leader, and you need to know that. And so, if you're gonna lead, you must be a good follower. And so you got to be able to see your leader right. You got to be able to submit to your leader right. You got to be able to serve your leader right. And then also sow into your leader right. And when you do that, now you can turn around and duplicate your life into somebody else's life. I mean, that's
Mhm.
all it's about. And then I got this book, it's called Leaders. They listen, they learn, and they lead so they can lift
Mhm.
the people. You know, the number one thing that made Jesus so successful in the earth realm, because he could listen.
Wow.
Jesus said, I only say what I hear my father say. Jesus was a good listener. And the only way you could be a good listener, if you unscramble the word listen, it means silent. You could write the word silent from the word listen, and you got to shut your mind down so you can hear what the Father is saying to you, because the Father want to lead you into your promised land. And I'm telling you, man, these books have changed people's lives, man.
Yeah, man. We need to get 100 of them sold on this weekend, man, or more. So you got to put them up before we leave. I want to get into this Father's Day tribute, Dwayne. And you know, and I know, we've been blessed because we had the opportunity to have fathers in our lives, Father Freeman and Father Evans. And, you know, I'm going to put up my dad first, and I'm going to put up your dad. My dad, Father Evans, had 9 kids, Dwayne. He worked. I never, ever, ever, ever woke up and not seen my father in there. He, Father John Evans, before he left this earth, worked at the United States United Housing, the Parking Plan Administration. And he picked up trash, man, and kept that park clean at Jessup Blair Park on Blair Georgia Avenue. I would work with him every summer. He taught me character. He taught me honesty. He taught me how to be a man of my word. My father was the person who was a disciplinarian. He couldn't read, Dwayne, but my father, he could lead. He could lead. And he always had money, man. He would stash that money under the in the gun compartment, under the car. It was no credit cards. My father would stash that money under the pillowcase, man. He always had a whole bunch of money, man. Now we got a lot of knowledge when we broke, man.
Yeah,
Father
man.
Evan, he
But
raised 9 kids, Dwayne.
it's good that we are able to look back and we are able to applaud our dads for
Mhm.
what they have done, because when you look around, um, it's crazy. I mean, just look at the stats. When there's no father in the house, people end up in poverty. When there's no father in the house, you have a lot of dropouts. They become have drug addiction. They have children out of wedlock. They end up in prison. They depressed. They commit suicide. Low self-esteem. I mean, that's all. I mean, just stats. I'm just not just talking. I'm talking about, if you just go and look at fatherless homes, you'll see the devastation. And you and I was able to have a model. I think about my dad too. You know, my dad, he didn't have a lot of education, but my dad had a lot of wisdom. And dad
Yeah.
was a good model. There was a good model. And I got married because of the model that I saw with my dad and my mom in the house. And
Wow.
so I picked my wife because of the model, not because of the things that dad was able to articulate, because they couldn't articulate a lot of stuff that they were modeling. But
Mhm.
I'm telling you, a father's role should be a model. You should be a model and a message. And when you're able to do that, I'm telling you, uh, you can perpetuate that kind of system for generations to come.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
go ahead.
No. I was saying, man. I remember Father Freeman. I preached at your dad's church at Free Will, man, and I remember going down to the Hampton Ministers Conference. He had that big stick, man. He was a man of his word. But let's talk about some corrections, man, because you had Pastor Freeman in the house, you had Glenda in the house, you had moms in the house. But when Dad came in, what type of vibe you feel the way when Dad walk in the house?
Man, when Dad walked in the house, that's authority walks in. Everybody's going to reverence Dad, but that's the way it was. The dads had the honor, they had the
Yeah.
fear, the reverence, and it was like you knew you just couldn't get away with it,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we always said it's a horrible thing to fall in the hands of Bishop Robert O. Freeman, man. You ain't want to get on his bad side. So, but now that I look back at it, I'm so glad that my dad set rules. I'm so glad that my dad had that kind of presence, because I look at a lot of guys that I grew up with who didn't have that kind of presence. Man, some of them not around, they on drugs. I mean, their life didn't turn out well. And I think a lot of it has to do with because they didn't have a man figure, a model in the house called what I call father.
Yeah, man. And think about the times that our parents grew up, our fathers grew up. There wasn't no social media platforms. There wasn't a lot of stay-home jobs, man. They had to go out there and make it happen. They had to go out there and hustle. You know what I'm saying, Dwayne? And make food on the table, man. You don't like you never missed a meal, man. You don't look like you ever and pause. Mike never missed a meal, man. Glenda never missed a meal.
Nah, I mean, because it was back in those days, they worked hard because a lot of our mothers stayed home.
That's
The dad
right.
worked, the mom stayed home. And when dad came home, mom would give him the report of how he was doing, and everybody wanted to have a good report. But if you notice, the scriptures would tell the fathers to bring up the children. They would tell the fathers not to provoke the children. I mean, just think about Abraham. The Bible said Abraham had his household to follow him. I mean, we got so many models of why do you think Isaac and Jacob, they begin to tithe? Because they saw their daddy do it. I mean,
Wow.
it's like you model behind this kind of stuff that's in front of you. And like I'm saying, I'm so glad that you are taking some time, and it don't have to be a long time and a lot of time, but just to be able to acknowledge fathers. I mean, you're a good father. I'm a good father. And somebody helped made us like this. You
There you
follow
go.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's real talk, man, because I look at Dwayne where we come from, man, and there is traits of Father Evans in me and Father Freeman in you and Glenda, and there's traits, man, that always would be in us because they planted seeds. And what I thank God for is we had an opportunity, Dwayne, to know the Lord, man, to really. They gave us Jesus. They gave us the word. They gave us the Holy, God directed us towards the Holy Spirit, how we should live this life, man. Because, man, we could have been in prison, Dwayne. We could have been locked up, man. We could have been out there shot up or living in the shelter somewhere. There's so many things that could have happened to us, but God preserved us because we had a praying dad, man. And there's so many people out there today that are hurting because they never had that, Dwayne.
It's something, I tell people as fathers, one of the greatest contributions you may ever make in life may not be something that you said, may not be something that you've done outwardly, but it may come out of the one that you raise. You know,
Wow.
I was years ago. I was working at the post office, and while I was working at the post office, I was getting ready to go deliver some mail in this condominium that I had to serve. And the camera guys, they come running up. They said, excuse me, sir." I said, "Yeah, may I help you?" They said, "Oh, can you do an interview? We are going around interviewing people, especially men. And we saw you getting out the mail truck." I said, "Okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it real quick." They said, "Let me ask you the question." And this was the first question they asked. "Who is your role model?"
Mhm.
And I said, "Oh, my dad." They said,
Wow.
"How did you say that so fast?" I said, "Yeah,
Mhm.
because that's the only one that I know intimately that I wanted to grow up and be like." They said, "What about the sports player?" I said, "I don't know no sports player that I want to be like. I want to be like my dad." I asked the guy, when was the thing gonna be on, right? He told me. And the only piece they put in on mine, they put everybody else. They talking about, "I want to be like Michael Jordan. I want to be like," they name all the sports players. I think they were trying to get the blacks to say, but then when I said my dad, they just put what I said, my dad, and then they went to the next person.
Right.
They didn't allow me to expound on why I said it, but they let everybody else expound on why they put Michael Jordan, why they put Michael Jackson, why they put, you understand what I'm saying? And so it's like I'm just so honored that I had one of the last talks that I had with my dad. He
Wow.
was telling me how proud he was of us and what we were doing and everything. And then I looked at him, I said, "Dad, I'm proud of you. You know why? Because you gave me a head start over a
Mm.
lot of guys. You gave me an advantage. And I'm now using that advantage to help so many other people because you, Daddy, stayed in the house. You, Daddy, took care of us. You, Daddy, was the model for us." And I'm telling you, man, my father laid a foundation for us that we can build anything on it that we desire.
Wow, man. And we just blessed Pick TV Network fans and partners around the world. Right now, we have a special tribute to dads coming on. We just showed you a great picture of Pastor Dwayne Freeman's dad, and then Father Evans. We just put his picture up there too. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to be right back. Don't go nowhere. You're watching Pick TV.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. Yo, look at here. Y'all need to support the new Coaching World channel on Pick TV Network. It's all that. I mean, go to www.watchpicktv.com. That's PIC.TV.com. It's all that. So spread the word. You know, the new Coaches channel. That's Pick TV Network. www.watchpicktv.com. You know, my dude, man, David Edwards is the president, all right, of the Pick TV Network. So let's support him. You know, Pick TV, all coaches need to be off up on this here channel. I mean, it's like money in the bank. Matter of fact, it's like Serb sandwiches in the bank. All the Serb sandwiches that you can eat. Watching PickTV.com for the coaches. Peace.
Hey friend, I want to share some exciting news with you. The Pick TV DMV Media Blast is here to help you promote your election, product, or public event to a massive audience. With up to 700,000 Washington, D.C. residents, 6 million Maryland residents, and 8 million Virginia residents, you'll be able to reach a wide range of people. If you're interested and want more information, feel free to give Dr. David Evans a call at 202-505-2837. He'll be more than happy to assist you and skyrocket your event. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity.
Hey, Pick TV Network fans, we're here today on a special broadcast honoring fathers, and I'm so happy that you have tuned in with me. My good friend and brother and colleague is Dwayne Freeman. He is a man and great demand. He has some books out too, you guys. You got to get his books. That's a good Father's Day gift and a gift to present to anyone over the summer. I'm going to bring him back on the screen, but if he can get one of his books and show you his book, if you want to have one of his books to show you guys his book, that'd be amazing when we bring him back up. You know, it's wonderful when we support other authors who took time out of their life to educate, to inspire, to motivate you with some products and services. And this is what Dwayne Freeman has, folks. So when I bring him back, he's going to talk about some of his books, and I want you to get some copies. Let's try to get 100 copies sold over the weekend. We can do that. All it starts with one, and that one is you. So we're going to bring Dwayne back up. Dwayne, hey, Doc. I was telling our audience and fans about your book, man. So how can we get a copy? And if you've got one day, you can show us how it looks.
Yeah, here you go.
Wow.
This one of them is Leaders. They listen, they learn, they lead so they can lift the people. This right here, it's amazing because when you look at this word learn, right? The people that learn, you take off the L in this earn. The word earn is in the word learn because it's amazing. And then when you cover the L and the M, you have ear. And the reason why they learn is because they give their ear to something. And I'm telling you, these books will change your life. And you can go on Dwayne Freeman's ministry.com and you can order the 4 S's of a committed leader. I have Wisdom in Your Pockets for leaders, but it's Dwayne Freeman's ministry.com. And you can go on and purchase you a book. It'll bless your life. Thank you for that, Dr. David.
No, man, thank you, man, because what you have is amazing. We want to get some copies sold. And those who are watching right now, DwayneFreeman.com. Let's see, can we get 100 of those books sold? And I want him to come back and say, Dr. Evans, I got so many, man.
but it's amazing, man. You know, I didn't write them to make money, even though you make money when people find something good. I wrote them because I wanted to leave some principles that have impacted my life. And I found out that a lot of people, they love Jesus, but they don't love the principles that Jesus practiced. And it was the principles that Jesus practiced that promoted and pushed Jesus into the promised land that God had designed for him to have. And those same principles that work for Jesus will work for you too. And so you want to get your hands on it. Man, I just want to tell you, Pastor David, before we go, man, thank you for having this show right here, because I'm telling you, it's going to bless so many people, because I want to just leave something with some of the younger guys, some of the younger fathers. I want you, younger father, I want you to live in such a way, model something in such a way that 20 years from now, that when your children grow up, they would be able to say, when you see me, you see my daddy. That the principles that you left for them, they would be able to live off those principles, and their life would be promoted, and they could turn around back to their father and say, Daddy, thank you for being that model. Daddy, thank you for giving me hope. And I'm telling you, you want that, because there's nothing better than the child returning back and thanking the daddy for what the daddy has done. You know, I mean, and there's some guys out there, you may have what we call prodigal children that are out there, and your children are doing their thing. Don't give up, because if you practice principles or you've been praying for them, your son, your daughter can come back just like the prodigal son because they remember how good it was in their daddy's house, the principles that you practice, the things that you shared with them, and they'll turn around and come. And I believe with all my heart that the Spirit of the living God is raising up people now. And some fathers, I think you have turned some things around. You good fathers, you turned some things around for your children. I remember when this girl Rachel was having a baby, and she was dying when she was having, and so she got so mad at the baby because she knew the baby was the one, and she named the baby Benoni, but the daddy was there. Benoni means the son of my sorrow. Can you imagine? Every time you hear that, you hear he's the son of my sorrow. But the daddy saw that, and the daddy said, "I'm not going to allow this boy to grow up and be thinking that he's the son of the mama sorrow." The daddy changed his name to Benjamin, and Benjamin became a mighty warrior, man. It's something about that father. When the father speaks over his children, it'll change their life, man. So, man, I love you, man. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. And you know, Malachi said one time, Pastor David, he said that God was going to turn the hearts of the fathers to the son, and the hearts of the son to the father. And I believe that some of this is going to take place by people watching Pick TV Network. They're going to hear a word that's going to cause their heart to change, to turn towards their family and go back and get their family. They may not can redeem the lost time, but God sure can make up for some lost time.
Man, Pops trained you well, man. He trained you real good, man. And I want to say happy Father's Day to you, Doc, my brother, my friend. I love you so much. You always, you know, when I need you, you don't have to say I need about 3 days to get ready, man. You like, come on, let's do it, man. You ride or die, man. And when we first started this network, everybody listen to me. We didn't have commercials, TV shows, movies, programs. Dwayne Freeman started out on ground zero. And look who we are today. We're literally broadcasting this broadcast all over the world through Roku. We're on in different interpreters in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, all over the world with interpreters. Dwayne, you helped me, man, from ground zero, but you know, there we can free flow, man.
Man, it's a lovely thing, you know, and the reason why it's so easy with you because you live a life that makes it easy. I live a life that makes it easy, and this is not a game for us. This is a life for us, and you know, and so when you live in a life, it don't really you ain't got to work up stuff. It's just stuff that comes out of you because that's what you live, you know. Like I said, I'm traveling around doing leadership things. Matter of fact, I'm doing this thing now for leaders every Tuesday for the next 6 weeks. Man, this thing been crazy. It's been blessing so many people, and it's going to help so many ministries. I mean, I got people from Alaska, Milwaukee. It's just crazy, man, what God is doing, and I'm just honored that I was able to start with Pick TV Network. Hey, man, love you, man.
Yeah, I know you got to go, man. Thank you for your time, man. And I'm gonna call Bishop Noah Jones because you always say we need to get him on three-way. So I'm gonna call Noah. Later, man. I know you got to go, man. Love you, brother.
All right, man.
Thank
love
you.
All right.
Pick TV Network fans, that was Pastor Mike Freeman. That's my brother. And Apostle Mike Freeman is his brother. And we all family. And I want to give God praise for all of you watching. Glenda, thank you. Glenda came through. I know she's going to be watching this broadcast. She came through and sent me Pop's picture. Pops Freeman. Want to say hello to everybody out there. Thank you for your support. And we're honoring fathers. Now, on Friday, we have a super show, a Father's Day tribute super show. And I know those who are watching me right now, I'm going to tell you, Pastor Bobby Hicks, he's been on for 3 years with me when we first started this first Father's Day tribute TV show presentation. We didn't even have Pick TV Network. We did it on Zoom. Whoever knew 4 years from now, we'll be doing the same show all over the world. So on this Friday at 8 p.m., we have some great Father Day tributes coming through. We have special guests, Pastor Bobby Hicks, Pastor Kenneth Spears, Pastor Henry Davis. We're getting in touch with Pastor Anthony Macklin, Pastor John Jenkins, Pastor Anthony Moore. It's confirmed. Pastor Moore will be with us. Pastor Bobby Hicks will be with us. Pastor Kenneth Spears will be with us. Pastor Henry Davis. And I'm reaching out to Pastor Macklin and Pastor John Jenkins. You know, I've been in ministry for 40 years. Wow, that's a long time. And I love the people that God has put me in place with. You know, it's a beautiful thing to have a good name and be respected when you go into churches and the pastor, God's leading angel, recognize another leading servant. And I mean, when I walk into Pastor John Jenkins' church, he hugs me. David, I didn't know you was coming today. Pastor Coach, David, I didn't know you was coming today. I was with Bishop Owens. And I want to thank everybody for supporting my sister's homegoing service. I had an opportunity to officiate the service at Greater Mount Calvary. I want to thank Bishop Owens. I want to thank the Greater Mount Calvary Church family. I want to thank Pastor Carter, the lead pastor, allowed me to officiate that service. It was an amazing homegoing service for my sister, Edith Evans, co-pastor Susie Owens. Thank you. And the Greater Mount Calvary family, my wife, Yvette Evans, and all my family members who came from New York and California. Stephen flew in. All my family members, North Carolina. We had so many family members came to my sister's homegoing service, Edith Evans. And I miss my sister. I love my sister. And we had wonderful support. And I want to thank you guys for just praying for me. Big Sim, I know you're watching. Jerome Bowie, I know you're watching. Jerome will be coming on with me too. So, it's Father's Day tributes on Pick TV Network. We're doing this all the way up until Sunday at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. Friday. This Friday, you don't want to miss the special super show. We have a super show coming on this Friday. And again, we got Pastor Bobby Hicks confirmed. He's ready to come on. He's going to be talking about his dad. We're going to put Bobby Hicks' dad on the screen. We're going to put Pastor Kenneth Pops on the screen. Kenneth Spears' dad on the screen. We're going to put Pastor Anthony Moore's dad. We got pictures already in the system, ready to put their pictures up. And I'm excited. Pastor Henry Davis, First Baptist Church, Highland Park. Pastor Macklin, love you so much, and his beautiful son doing amazing jobs. And Pastor John Jenkins, a man of faith and a man of love. This Friday is going to be an amazing program, folks. Now, my son came in from Hollywood, California. He had to fly back today, but before he flew back, he did something special for me that I want to share with you. Watch this. Today, my son, who I love so much, Stephen Evans. It is Father's Day, man. What you love about Father's Day, Steve?
I love that y'all finally get your payback on Mother's Day.
Yeah, man. Hey, I love you, man. Coming in from Hollywood, California, to shoot down here for Aunt Edie's homegoing services. Bitter sad. We. Sad that she's gone, but we know where she's at. And I want to thank you, man. It's your second trip, man. You had to come down for Aaron Spears, homegoing, now Sister Edie. But it's good to be with you, man.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, like you said, but it's a reminder that family is all that we have at the very end, and I'm glad to be a part of a family, thanks to you, that doesn't let me forget that. Being part of a rich heritage, 9 kids,
Yeah.
35 grandkids, and a host of great grands and others. So I'm proud to be in that number. I'm proud to be in Evans, and I'm proud to be your son. So
Man.
happy Father's Day to you. Thank you for everything you've done, everything you've shown me. Everything that I am is because you were that first. So I thank you and I love
Man,
you so much.
you the best son in the world, man. I got you and Amos still my heartbeats, man. And for you to, come from Hollywood, California, to fly here and be at the White House, man. I got to talk to the Lord about that because I live here, man. You come in one day, next day you're at the White House, man, with the cast from Power, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can name some of those people, but what you said, everybody was there.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was Juneteenth,
Right.
celebration for Juneteenth,
Yep.
which we had to celebrate early because of some schedule conflicts. But
Right.
yeah, like you said, right place, right time. Relationship ties into destiny. That's your
Yeah.
phrase.
Yeah.
And my buddy just invited me to come and support. So the time just
You was
worked
with
out.
the president, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You literally seen him and the vice president
Yeah.
in the same little section, man.
Yeah.
That was
And-
amazing. Anthony Hamilton was there. Patti LaBelle was there.
Yeah. And the full circle moment is visiting as a resident and for field trips and stuff like that is one thing, but the full circle get invited as like an entertainment personnel party. It's just something that, you can't even put it into words. You just experience it and you just check it off the checklist and say, wow, man. But yeah.
This is the best Father's Day gift to have my son here. I know you got to fly back to California, man, and Hollywood. And I love you, man. I know that I'll be back out there next month to stay for a minute, man. But last time he was at the Kennedy Center with Ricky Minor. This year he came with the president, man.
Both
got-
unexpected.
Yeah, you got something in your studio in Hollywood, California, man, and we got a super Father's Day presentation on Friday. We got Pastor Bobby Hicks coming on. We got Pastor Anthony Moore coming on. Pastor Spears coming on. Your God there, he's gonna come on. He's coming on. Then we slipping in there. Pastor Henry Davis. We just sent something to him. Pastor John Jenkins. We sent something to him. Pastor Macklin. So it's gonna be a super Father's Day presentation, and all of them are musically inclined. Have
We have some rich history. We all, every
you
one
got
of their,
Brandon in there.
Yeah,
Who's the dad? You got who's the son? You got you.
all of us are products of you guys. Starting off the scene of pastors and musicians, and we're just keeping the tradition alive, man, and trying to do right by it.
Y'all gotta stay, cause I'm gonna sing at the end. Steve and Sean, he invited Sean to come over the house yesterday before he fly back, and Sean came over. Y'all know Sean. Sean Smiles is one of the top musicians in the world. They were in the basement playing around. I said, y'all gotta play me a song, so I sang a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Love you, dude.
Love you too, man. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to everybody. God
Yeah,
bless. I'm easy like Sunday morning. That's why it's easy. Loving God, it's easy like Sunday morning. That's why it's easy. Serving Jesus. It's easy like Sunday morning. It's easy like Sunday morning. Yeah, folks, we are just so happy for all of you. And I just tried to hit a note, so don't turn me off. Some people saying, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I wanted to do something for dads and Pick TV Network. This Father's Day is a special week. And I wanted to do something to honor dads. There's a lot of dads out there today who need some encouragement. You're doing the best you can with what you have. You may be a single father. You may be a father who have kids, but you're special. You may be watching me right now. You may be going through a crisis right now, mentally, physically, financially, socially, emotionally, whatever you're going through. Hang on in there, Dad. Hang on in there. And the amazing fathers that are out there doing the best you can to help people, especially your children, we salute you. Pick TV Network, salute amazing dads. And on Saturday, we're going to tell you who are some of the fathers that we're honoring for 2024. Yeah, one of the fathers, he's a father who raising his kid in a big way. We're going to tell you his name. You're going to be really, really amazed. And, those who are watching right now, we want you to take a moment to support Pick TV Network, because our network is a listener-supported network. We are looking to have all of you who are watching me right now to be a partner with Pick TV. So you can support the Pick TV Network. We're going to put up the QR code so you guys can take your phone right in a second. There it is, the QR code there. Support the Pick TV Network. And some of you might want to give right now a PayPal. You can PayPal the Pick TV Network right then and there. That's all you have to do. I want to thank Simeon Corum for helping sponsor this show. Thank you for your love gift, Pastor Simeon Corum and Goshen Worship Ministry. I also want to think we have another sponsor who's helping us out with the broadcast, Julius Weems. I want to thank him for coming on. He's going to be one of our guests on Saturday, talking about his dad, an amazing person who's doing some amazing things and helping us. Thank you. I just seen Glenda Freeman. She just sent some messages. Thank you, Glenda. Thank you, Ramona. She just popped into. I see a lot of people chatting in with us. So we want to thank WAG Solutions, Jay Weems, CEO, and Pick TV Network at WAG Solutions as a sponsor for our show. I want to thank you. And we're going to be talking about some more information about how you can save on your Pepco bill with Think Energy. This is a great way. We're going to be talking about that along with Julius Weems. Now, those who want to support Pick TV Network, send in a donation, send in a gift. There's the PayPal right there. Send in that gift. We will acknowledge your gift. Thank you, Pastor Simeon Coleman, Goshen Worship Ministry. Thank you for your gift. Our cell phone is right here. When you give your gift, we acknowledge you also. Those who are watching us, thank you. Thank you for supporting the Pick TV Network. Our programs and our shows need your support. We are listener-supported broadcast. A lot of people don't understand how much it takes to do a show. Just the preparation, getting the lighting, the audio, the video, the clips, to do the editing. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. Because when we come into your homes, when we come into the bars, the restaurants, the churches, the clubs, wherever we come in and being seen, we want to represent in a good way. So scan the QR code. When you scan that QR code, it allows you to support your network, the People's Investment Channels on Pick TV Network. You can watch us and be a part of what we're doing on Pick TV. It is your network. And we are saluting dads this week, all week long. We're taking time out to celebrate fathers. Fathers are a gift from God. We have the Heavenly Father, right? Yeah. and then we have our natural fathers who are here with us. And as we go out, I want to show you some media clips that we put together. Hope you enjoy this. Pick TV is the place to be. Check this.
It's the biggest. You know what I'm talking about? Hey. Yeah. She want the She want the
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your host, Izumi, and we are reporting live from Los Angeles, California, and we are on PIC TV Network on Roku TV. And if you're not tuning in right now, you better tune in because you do not want to miss the latest and hottest indie music videos, fashion, celebrity news, interviews, and so much more for you guys that we're going to bring a home for all indie artists and all genres of music. So we are the streets, we are the culture, and we are the content. Stay tuned, Roundtable TV.
What's the TV network you're going to be watching?
The PIC TV Network.
What's the TV network you're going to be watching?
The PIC TV Network.
What's the TV network you're going to be watching?
The PIC TV Network.
TV network you're going to be watching?
The PIC TV Network.
TV network you're going to be watching?
PIC TV Network.
The emergence of Roku TV as an open streaming platform has revolutionized the way consumers engage with video content. As a pioneer in the United States, Roku has rapidly expanded its reach globally, placing it at the forefront of the streaming age. Excitingly, the PIC TV network now offers an opportunity for fans, partners, and business managers to be featured on the big screen. Imagine being seen in barbershops, nail salons, bars, restaurants, clubs, churches, college dorms, sport areas, hotels, and even airports. With Roku TV, anyone with a Roku can witness your presence. The PIC TV network boasts a range of channels including fitness and health, sports, food, gospel life, spotlight, and many more. To explore this incredible opportunity further, I encourage you to reach out to the PIC TV helpline at 202-505-2837. Dr. David Evans, the esteemed TV host and founder, warmly welcomes you to become the next PIC TV network sensation. Don't miss out on this chance to shine.
I'm telling you, folks, man, that presentation with the collage of fathers was amazing. I don't usually get too excited about a lot of the team projects, but that was I got to give him some love on that one. I got to give him a big raise on that one. That was really, really good to see all those fathers there, and give a shout out to the fathers who've gone on. You saw Dr. Roland Lane, who'd been on our show. He passed away last year. Sending love to him, and Pastor Aaron Spears. I was going to say Minister Aaron Spears, one of the greatest drummers of all times. His father will be on with us Friday. We're sending our prayers to the family of Pastor Spears. And thank you again for praying for my family and my sister's passing away. And the comments we received. Thank you for Ramona coming on, saying, let's go. Ramona, Atlanta, Georgia, popping in. She's one of our new TV hosts for some shows that's coming up. Thank you, Ramona, for popping in, checking us out on social media and PIC TV Network. Please watch the repeats. Now, we're going to go over Instagram and show some love, but this Friday is going to be a super show. This Friday, I don't want you to miss it. We're going to bring on the screen, talking about pops, talking about fathers, Pastor Bobby Hicks, my friend for over 30 years. He's going to come on. Pastor Kenneth Spears is going to come on. Pastor Anthony Moore. These preachers already confirmed they're coming on to this Friday's big, amazing tributes to dads. It's going to be amazing. I want to thank again all of you who've been watching. Again, this program that we're doing was birthed 4 years ago I just wanted to do something like this, and we just went on the screen. Pastor Hicks was there. Pastor Kenneth Spears came on with Pastor Anthony Moore. We were talking about our sons. My godson, Jeremiah Hicks. I was talking about him. We were talking about Aaron Spears, and we was talking about Jamal Moore, and we was talking about our kids, Stephen and Amos. And that was the first show we had. And whoever knew that it would grow in 4 years to go on our own network, Pick TV Network. This is going to be History Friday. It's a super show on Friday at 8 p.m. We don't want you to miss it. It's going to be amazing, amazing presentation on this Friday, 8 p.m. I can't wait for the super show to come on and for you to be a part of this big historical moment on Pick TV Network. Every now and then we get the super shows to come on. This is a super show honoring fathers on this Friday. And then we'll also come back on Saturday. A special guest going to come on Saturday, talk about your dads at 9 p.m. Saturday. And on Sunday, we're going to re-air all of them. We're going to air the Wednesday tributes, the Thursday tributes, Friday tributes, and the Saturday. We're going to air all of them Sunday. So you can watch on Pick TV Network, Channel 1000. Sit back and enjoy the tributes to dads. But don't forget, this Friday is going to be a big super show, folks. All right, it's time to go. And if you're going to go over Instagram, come on over with me. I'm going to go over to Instagram and highlight some dads over there and show some of our clips over there to Instagram. Thank you for your time. We'll see you on Pick TV Network Friday. And don't forget to look at the repeats of this show. It was worth looking at, right? It was pretty good. Let's go. Today to my son, you know, who I love so much, Stephen Evans. It is Father's Day, man. What you love about Father's Day, Steve?
I love that y'all finally get your payback on Mother's Day.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, I love you, man. Coming in from Hollywood, California, to shoot down here for Aunt Edie's homegoing services. You know, it's bitter sad. You know, we. Sad that she's gone, but we know where she's at. And I want to thank you, man. It's your second trip, man. You had to come down for Aaron Spears, homegoing, now Sister Edie. But it's good to be with you, man.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, like you said, but it's a reminder that family is all that we have at the very end, and I'm glad to be a part of a family, thanks to you, that doesn't let me forget that. Being part of a rich heritage, 9 kids, 35 grandkids, and a host of great grands and others. So I'm proud to be in that number. I'm proud to be in Evans, and I'm proud to be your son. So happy Father's Day to you. Thank you for everything you've done, everything you've shown me. Everything that I am is because you were that first. So I thank you and I love you so much.
You the best son in the world, man. I got you and Amos through my heartbeats, man. For you to, you know, come from Hollywood, California, to fly here and be at the White House, man. I got to talk to the Lord about that because I live here, man. You come in one day, next day you're at the White House, man, with the cast from Power, man. Yeah. So I don't know if you can name some of those people, but what you said, everybody was there.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. It was Juneteenth, right? Celebration for Juneteenth.
Yep.
Which we had to celebrate early because of some schedule conflicts. But right. Yeah, like you said, right place, right time, relationship ties into destiny. That's your phrase.
Yeah.
And my buddy just invited me to come and support. So the time it just worked out.
You was with the president, man.
Yeah.
You literally seen him and the vice president
yeah.
in the same little section, man. Yeah. That was amazing. Anthony Hamilton was there. Patti LaBelle was there.
Yeah. And the full circle moment is visiting as a resident and for field trips and stuff like that is one thing, but the full circle get invited as like an entertainment personnel party. It's just something that, you know, you can't even put it into words. You just experience it and you just check it off the checklist and say, wow, man. But yeah.
This is the best Father's Day gift to have my son here. I know you got to fly back to California, man, and Hollywood. And I love you, man. I know that I'll be back out there next month to stay for a minute, man. But last time he was at the Kennedy Center with Ricky Minor. This year he came with the president, man.
Both unexpected.
Yeah, you got something in your studio in Hollywood, California, man, and we got a super Father's Day presentation on Friday. We got Pastor Bobby Hicks coming on. We got Pastor Anthony Moore coming on. Pastor Spears coming on. Your God there, he's going to come on. He's coming on. Then we slipping in there. Pastor Henry Davis. We just sent something to him. Pastor John Jenkins. We sent something to him. Pastor Macklin. So it's going to be a super Father's Day presentation, and all of them are musically inclined. Have
we have some rich history. We all every
you
one
got
of them.
Brandon in there. Who's the dad? You got who's the son? You got you.
All of us. All of us are products of you guys. Starting off the scene of pastors and musicians, and we're just keeping the tradition alive, man, and trying to do right by it.
Y'all gotta stay, cause I'm gonna sing at the end. Steve and Sean, he invited Sean to come over the house yesterday before he fly back, and Sean came over. Y'all know Sean. Sean Smiles is one of the top musicians in the world. And they were in the basement playing around. I said, y'all gotta play me a song, so I sang a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Love you, dude.
Love you too, man. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to everybody. God bless.
Man.